Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is the reunion, part two. Part three looks like it might be Love and Hip Hop Huntsville. Girl, really? They really could have just skipped over part two and gave us part three. Part two was okay. Part two was okay. But part three looks like it's about to be some mess. Baby Marquez is gonna be at or be on part three. I don't know why I just didn't. I don't know why I didn't think about Marquez attending the reunion. But Marquez is gonna be on part three. It looks like Lance was there too. Let's just talk. Okay. Um, we just gonna talk. Okay. So Kimmy and Mel, they're still going back and forth. I put Mel as human resources. That's just what it is. And I have been saying that for seasons now, that anytime the cast sits down and has a scene with Melody, it gives human resources and subordinate. It gives employer, employee. That's what it gives. It never just gives like two friends having a chit chat. It does appear like somebody's getting called into the principal's office. Um, Destiny chimes in. Marceau, messy Marceau in the corner talking about gather her, gather her. I don't know if he was talking about Destiny or Melody, but I thought it was still funny when he was saying gather her, gather her, gather her up. Now listen, I don't keep up with when I come down here, I'm reviewing the show. I don't keep up with any of the people, especially from Love and Marriage Huntsville, outside of the show. I don't care about Melody. I don't care about Kimmy. I don't care about Marceau. I don't care about Martell, Destiny, Lance, Nail, Chris, girl, Latricia, Miss Wanda. I don't keep up with any of the girls like that outside of the show. Um, Melody went live, they say. And so, from what the people were saying online, is that the producers wanted Melody to approach Kimmy. I'm assuming about Maurice's arrest. So Melody was kind of taken aback that Kimmy kind of wrong at her because she already knew that the producers wanted Melody to bring it up on camera. Now, some people are also saying that Kimmy actually got upset because Melody added more to the story. I guess the whole lipstick stuff wasn't supposed to be mentioned. It was really only supposed to be about the DUI, and that Melody added that part, and that's why Kimmy really got upset. Again, I don't know, but I just wanted to just mention that because some of the people in the comment section, I saw people online saying that it was more to it. Listen, this is what it comes down to. If you want to be a producer's pet, then you're going to take what comes with it. Melody is an EP. She has been on this show since season one. No one, I think out of everybody, Melody can say no. It's not like Melody is new to the show and she's trying to get some scenes in. Melody, whatever she agreed to the producer asking her, she could have said no. She said yes. The outcome is the outcome. It is what it is. Miss Nell and Melody. Miss Nell wants to be known as Melody's mentor. We're not going to act as Melody doesn't even call Nell Nell. She calls Nell Miss Nell. She calls Nell Miss Nell for a reason because she more than likely looks at Nell as an elder, right? And for a lot of people, for some people, whenever there's an elder, you refer to them as Miss, you know, Mr., Mrs., girl, whatever. Um, but the simple fact that she refers to her as Miss Nell lets me know a lot. One, I do think it's weird that Melody does not want to acknowledge that Nell and Chris, or at least Nell, was a mentor. Like she said before, you were more so counseling, or you guys were more so counseling or mentoring And I'm paraphrasing what she said, but you guys were more so mentoring Martell in comparison to me. That was more for Martell. But this is where I would if you are allowing these people to mentor your husband, and due to their mentorship that could have a positive effect on your marriage, then I don't know why Melody is trying to sweep under the rug or act as if that would not benefit both of them, which could be Nell mentoring their marriage. Does that make sense what I'm trying to say? Like Nell actually was mentoring you and Martell. That's just what it was. And I'm almost certain that in seasons past that Melody has referred to Nell as someone who mentors her. I'm almost positive. But Nell wants the acknowledgement of being Melody's mentor. It's driving her crazy. And I guess a part of the reason why is during the time Nell's mother was passing away. And the part where I think Melody needs to understand is no, Nell did not. I can get why Melody was a little bothered, because now you're trying to act as if like you're trying to attach your mother's death to kind of like mentoring me, and I don't like that. Kind of like what she did with her grandmother with Maurice. But so I get it to a certain degree. But even if you did not ask Nell to mentor you or to mentor Martell and she just volunteered or whatever the case is, it still doesn't take away from what she feels is a fact that while my mother was dying, I decided to go and be with you when I could have been with my mother. And the fact that you won't even acknowledge that kind of says a lot. And when Marceau and Tisha have to be the voice of reason and tell Melody, because they went to commercial break, and they were basically trying to tell Melody that, girl, this is what they're talking about. Like when people kind of say something to you, you either don't acknowledge it or it's hard to approach you. You know, like it's not you are a part of the problem, basically. Um, she says her feelings are her feelings. That's all Melody really had to say. Her feelings are her feelings. Girl, after all of that, the only thing Melody had to say was her feelings are her feelings. Then you wonder why people feel like when they have a conversation with you, it's not the easiest conversation. Marcel tells Melody she's proving Nell's point. Basically, you shut down when people talk to you. Pretty much. She just said that. I'm gonna let her talk. This is Melody. I'm gonna let her talk. This is what I think is going on in Melody's head. I'm gonna let her talk. All right. Is she done talking? Okay. Well, her feelings are her feelings. It's not funny. It's not funny. um, Mel tells the producer, they go on break and one of the producers comes in and she basically says it appears as though the other couch is basically, she feels as though it's her, Tisha, and Marceau against like Destiny and Martell pretty much. And, with her probably against Kimmy and Maurice. Destiny, they show a package about her and her Madani. I hope Madani is successful because I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I say this, but girl, she would not let Madani go. And she's went from having a store to now she's selling F-boy candles and Big D energy candles and fragrances. So I just hope, this is clearly a dream of Destiny's. I hope that it's doing well. I don't care about her and Lance. I thought it was weird. I'm telling you, I think I saw Lance come out on stage in the next preview. I thought I saw him. I'm not sure. But if it is him, I think it's weird that Lance was at the reunion and they're asking all these questions, or Carlos is asking all these questions about Lance and Destiny, and they just won't bring him out. Girl, just bring him out. If Lance is in that back and you are asking all these questions, and Lance is like, girl, just bring him out at this point, girl. Anyways, I don't care about Lance and Destiny. I don't. When you were with Mo, like Carlos was trying to be messy with the questions, but it just wasn't landing. For me, it wasn't. He asked her, when you were with Moses, were you attracted to Lance? Kind of like, ooh, that's what he did. Like, I guess it was, I don't know. I don't know, girl. I don't. Girl, you can date. You could be in a marriage. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you, girl, go Stevie Wonder. Girl, I can be married. I could be dating someone and still look at other people and think that other people are attractive. That doesn't mean I'm sexually attracted to them. I don't know, girl. I don't care about no Destiny, no Lance. Anyways, let's move on. Sonny and Destiny, girl. I think Moses is still in jail. I just went to Sonny's Instagram page. I just went to Sonny's Instagram page, and from what I saw, I was just kind of did like a little quick, 1-2. The last time I saw a video slash picture of her and Moses, Sonny and Moses, was July the 23rd, 2024. That's the last time I saw anything on her Instagram page um, of her and Moses. Now that doesn't necessarily mean anything because everybody doesn't post, and just because it's not on social media doesn't mean it's not happening. But I thought it was a little strange that the last post that I saw was from July of 2024. So I'm assuming he's still in jail, even to this day. I put Sonny and Moses were wrong, period. Moses was Destiny's friend. They had a friendship, from what I remember, of 15 years, I guess, before they decided to cross the line. Sonny was wrong too, because Sonny, you were that girl's producer and you knew her business. And even if you were not best friends with her who grew up on the playground, you still crossed a line. It's no different than, girl, I'm about to bring her into it. Yes, it's no different than Portia and Fallon. I don't give a what Fallon was doing. I don't care if Fallon was screwing every nigga in Atlanta. That doesn't mean that I invite my coworker into my home and then you fuck my man. I don't give a damn if I done fucked every nigga, girl, in Decatur, Buckhead, Bankhead, Stone Mountain. That does not mean that because I invite my coworker into my home, then that it makes it okay for her to fuck my man. You see what I'm saying? So it's still wrong. There's some type of relationship there. Sonny is wrong, no matter how you slice it and dice it. But Sonny still thinks that she has a prize. Girl, I'm not saying that just because you can go to jail for anything, girl. It's been a few times that I almost went to jail. You know what I'm saying? Over speeding tickets. So just because you go to jail doesn't mean that you're this horrible person. It doesn't mean that you're not worthy to be in a relationship. But girl, I just would not. Girl, I just think I thought Sonny kind of looked a little, just a little crazy. Girl, you sitting on stage, really kind of like smirking and boasting and bragging about your husband, but the nigga is in jail. Girl, like, girl, you really think you got a prize? Sonny, Tisha basically says that Sonny is trifling. So she says that's what she said. She said she's trifling. I said, come on, trifling. Um, but she says that she says that Sonny is trifling. And that doesn't mean that Sonny is necessarily a trifling person, but the act that she committed was trifling in itself. Sonny basically tells Tisha, didn't you date one of Marcel's friends? I said, whoa. Baby, I said, girl, not Sonny trying to pull Tisha's whole card. I said, baby. Tisha, girl, they've been playing in your face this whole season. Tisha, girl, they've been pulling your whole card this whole season, girl. If I was Tisha, I would have cussed her ass out. Girl, you only heard about, girl, in real life, you only heard of me fucking 2 niggas. And that's the nigga who Marceau tried to throw out the other day and my husband. So, girl, you ain't got no dirt on me. Okay? You ain't got no dirt on me, mama. That's what she should have said. Girl. Anyways, Destiny says that Moses used Sonny to get on the platform to talk to her. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. I said, Destiny, you sound cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. Girl, I'm not gonna lie. When Melody started laughing, I started laughing because Melody started laughing. I was thinking the same thing, bitch. I was thinking the same thing, bitch. You sound crazy. I don't think that Moses needed to use Sonny to get. That's how I took what Destiny said. It sounded like Destiny said, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because I only really watched it once and I rewound on some parts to, um, get a better understanding. But it sounded like Destiny said that Moses used Sonny to get on the show to try to get in contact with her. Girl, what? Girl, where? I said, Destiny, girl, no, sister. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that was the case. I don't think that Destiny, I don't think that's what Moses was trying to do. Moses probably wanted to be on TV, but I don't think it was necessarily he used Sonny to try to get to you, girl. He could have got in contact with you without going through Sonny or getting on Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? So Destiny definitely lost me with that one. Destiny then says that Mel set up Sonny's storyline and that they met up one day in June or July, one day, to help Sonny with her storyline. And Carlos basically says that that's not true. Well, he didn't say that's not true. He says that he's the one, once he found out that Destiny was already coming back to the show, but once he found out that Sonny was his old producer and she was involved with Moses, he told them to ask Sonny, did she want to come on the show? Now, can I say something? Now, we got to just call it for what it is. Now, that I don't think is too far fetched for Destiny to think that, and I don't think it's too far fetched that Melody would do something like that. I don't. And I feel like Melody told on herself whenever they went for break and she went running after Sonny to Sonny's dressing room to have a conversation about Sonny and what Destiny just threw out there about them trying to be in cahoots for Destiny's storyline. Listen, may she rest in peace. Shout out to Kiki. We're not gonna sit here and act like Melody did not use Kiki to try to get back at Tisha and Marceau at one point. We're not gonna pretend that that's not what happened. Again, it's no disrespect to Kiki, but Kiki wanted to be on the show by any means necessary. Her and Tisha were not in a good place. I definitely think that Melody and Kiki were in cahoots together so that Melody could use Kiki to kind of get back at Tisha. And I'm not changing that. We know that at the beginning of Love and Marriage Huntsville, they say supposedly that Melody was trying to bring on an alleged side chick of Marceau's. So we're not going to sit here and act like Melody hands don't be in the shit, because her hands definitely be in the shit. I don't think it's too far fetched that Melody probably had some type of conversation with Sonny. Even if she wasn't the first person to ask Sonny to come on the show, I could still see Sonny and Melody having a conversation about whether or not she should come on the show. I could. And I could see Melody probably being a cheerleader for Sonny and Moses coming onto the show. Like, yeah, girl, just with her producer's hat on. Yeah, girl, just come on the show, girl. You'll be okay, girl. Just do it. And I think that's probably what Destiny is probably referring to. I definitely could see that there being some type of conversation happening between Sonny and Melody. I can. Carlos, he starts to talk. Wait. Okay. So Carlos starts to talk, and he's trying to, I guess, smooth things over with Destiny and Sunny. And then he says, I'm going to land the plane. And then Destiny said, I hope so. Hey, I said, come on. Baby, that reminded me of that. You remember when Andy and Kenya used to have a little back and forth sometimes on the reunion? It reminded me of Andy and Kenya. I put Carlos wants to be messy and then try and get the people to be cool. That's the thing. Carlos wants to put his hands directly in the mess. Like, to me, like Andy, I don't think Andy is as hands on as he once was with Housewives. I think Andy probably doesn't even know half of these housewives. I think that he watches the season. I think he may say one or two. I think he may have some input on who should probably come back, who shouldn't come back after the season. But I don't think I don't think his hands is that deep in the jar, if that makes sense. Like Carlos, I don't know if his hands are that deep in the jar either. But Carlos, you want to be messy, girl, bring Sonny and Moses onto the show and then want to try to bring them together and be cool. Girl, like I know I just brought the nigga who you was fucking and his wife on the show, but can y'all just be cool? Girl, no. So this is some other mess that happened. Sonny, when I tell you Sonny, so Sonny was upset that Destiny was talking about her and Moses. So, Destiny has a podcast and she talks about the show. I don't know the name of Destiny's podcast. I don't know. I don't care. But she has a podcast and she talks about the show. And so I guess Sunny felt like she was talking about her. Again, I don't know. Y'all can let me know if Destiny really talks about the show or if she just goes on rants about Sunny and Moses every time. In retaliation, Sunny posted a picture of Maury Povich, basically saying that Destiny didn't know her child's father. So I think that was around the time. I think that was around the time when Destiny was saying she was going to dog walk, Sunny. I think that was around the time that some of that mess was happening. Sunny basically tried to act like she didn't know what the problem was. And then they were like, "Girl, basically you're wrong," and she was just like, "Okay, girl, whatever." I was like, "Girl, Sunny is a mess." I see why Sunny almost got her ass whooped, girl. Latricia and Ken. I think Latricia is such a pretty girl. She really is. I think Latricia is a pretty girl. I think she has an amazing body. Okay. Latricia, I don't know who watches my videos, but Latricia, you're such a pretty woman. Banging body. But that blonde hair, I want you to let it go. Girl, that's not the blonde for you. It's just not. Uh, I did not like that. I do not like that blonde that Latricia wears. It does nothing for her. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. This is why I need a Patreon because I really want to. Let me shut up. Okay, let me shut up. I don't like the blonde hair on Latricia. Pretty girl, amazing body. The blonde, that color blonde does not work for Latricia. I don't know if it's the color or the cut and the style. I don't know. I don't know if it's just like that. Just like it's no ombre or nothing to it. Just like bloom, just a big like I don't know. Anyways, they're showing Latricia's package, Latricia and Ken's package. Did y'all see everybody laughing, including Carlos, and Ken was the only one on stage looking like this? I said, "Ooh, girl." Even Latricia was laughing. I said, "Girl, they are laughing at you, not with you." I'm talking about Ken. When I tell you Latricia set that man up. Girl, Latricia, you did not prepare your man for this show. Clearly, Latricia didn't know. I'll say this much. Latricia does sound like she was green coming into this season. I think that's a good thing about people who are new to reality TV and probably have not studied reality TV, that they come in really not knowing, and you really get like the real real. You know what I'm saying? So a part of me does believe that Latricia just did not know, and she was coming in with blinders on. Um, but I still feel like she didn't do a good job at protecting Ken. It's like, and when I say protecting Ken, not in like, girl, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't think that she set him up for failure. She like, I would really want to ask Latricia. I would really want to ask Latricia, when you first decided to do this show, you knew who Martell was. You knew who Melody was. Well, I guess I'm telling her, not asking her. Okay, you knew. I'm not asking her shit. I'm telling her, you knew who Melody was. You knew who Martell was. Girl, why didn't you just pull Ken to the side and said, hey, this is what happened between me and Martell, X, Y, and Z. I went to his house a few times. Nothing happened. So when this comes up in group settings, you won't be shocked. It looked as though like Ken was finding out about the mess when we were finding like Ken found out when they were shooting, and then we found out when we were watching TV. You see what I'm saying? Long story short, and we'll get more into this next part 3, but she says that her and Martell never sent any explicit videos, pictures. They never had sex. They never kissed. She said she never wanted to have sex with Martell. I don't know if I believe that. I don't. And I'm gonna tell you why I don't believe Latricia. The reason why I think Latricia is lying is because Latricia and Martell first met, or I'll say first, she went over to his home during the pandemic. You mean to tell me, girl, they had the whole world locked down? Now, even if this was in the fall, stuff was starting to open up. You know what I'm saying? In 2020, but I just refuse to believe that, girl. I don't know. Like Martell, out of everybody on, now I'm starting to get excited. Out of everybody on the show, Martell has had out of the men, Martell has had the best body. Martell has always looked like a muscle head. So for Latricia to assume that Martell needed assistance in working out when Martell has always had the best body, not like the best body out of just like Martell literally had muscles popping out of his fingernails. Hello? Martell would not need any type of assistance from Latricia on what to do. Maybe I guess a new tip or two, but for the most part, I would never look at Martell and think that he would need assistance from Latricia. And the way that I'm gonna go ahead and say it, the way that Martell is wired, can't no woman help him do shit when it comes to working out. Martell is too misogynistic and sexist for me to believe that he would need assistance from Latricia on what to do in order to get his body to a certain standard when his body was already there. Y'all get what I'm trying to say? So I get that the gyms were shut down and Latricia was training people and having to go to their homes. But it's hard for me to believe that Latricia didn't think, why the fuck did this big ass muscle nigga need me to come over and help him work out? Like Latricia is not that, like, girl, I refuse to believe that woman is that slow to the point where she did not think, girl, he just wants to fuck. Like, I don't know. Like, that's like Latricia. I don't think Latricia's telling the truth. I think at one point she did want to fuck Martell. I do. I'm just gonna go ahead and say I do. Girl, you would, girl, girl. Martell, they asked Martell. When I tell you, Martell says we did sleep together. When I tell you, bitch, I'm not gonna lie, girl, my heart, I don't know why my heart fell to my goddamn kneecaps, but they did. I said, I don't know why I got nervous. Girl, it ain't like he fucked my man. Hello. Girl Melody said that she wouldn't be surprised if he did because he'll have sex with anything with legs. I said, does that include niggas? Because from what Marceau and Tisha said, he was fucking niggas in college. So when Melody said he'll have sex with anything with legs, does that include the boys? Right. Martell said he was just joking though. And then when Melody said, "I know my ex will f anything with legs," and Latricia said, "Oh yikes!" I said, "Not oh yikes, bitch." Oh yikes! Oh yikes, bitch. Oh, anyways, girl, that was a review, girl. Let me make sure, girl. Okay, Kimmy, Mel is human resources, baby. Nell and Melody, Mel is Mel producer. Destiny, girl, and Lance. We don't give a damn. Lance is fine as hell. Lance is fine as hell. Sonny Moses were wrong. Period. Melody, Destiny, Carlos, Destiny, Sonny. Mel runs to talk to Sonny about what Destiny said. I said I caught what Melody was trying to do. Latricia and Ken, that hair, very pretty woman though. People are laughing at the package except for Ken, baby. Okay, now I put part three looks good as F. I'm ready for part three. Part three looks like it's gonna be real good. For real, for real. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.